Hey there guys, it's Monty here, and gotta talk about the tsunami warning, the earthquake that happened last night, and I'm here reporting from Eua, man. It was a strange feeling. We've had this before though, this kind of feeling. Had earthquakes like this before, well, tremors like that before, and well, basically what happened last night was just give you my experience of what happened. Laying in bed, I can hear the roof and everything rattling. I could feel the bed shaking. And my wife was in the other room. She was sleeping on the other bed on the other room. And I'm like, usually my wife would run up and just run into my room and onto my bed. And this time around, I'm like, she hasn't got up. And I'm just waiting for the shakes to stop. It didn't stop. And I'm like, all right, gotta get up. Got up. And just in case, some things will start falling down. And I got up, got into the doorway to the wifey's room, and I saw her getting up as well at the same time. She goes, all right. And then I could feel the tremors starting to calm down a bit, and I'm just waiting. We've had enough experience with earthquakes over here, and I'm just waiting to see if it'll go on a little bit longer. It started to settle down a little bit. I said, no, it should be all right. And then it just started to tremor up again, and then it went down again. And then after that, I went to bed. But that was a bit of an excitement last night. And then after that, I knew there'd probably be some tsunami warnings in my head before I went to bed. I was probably going to be tsunami warnings and whatnot. But my reaction where we are right now, we're safe. So I went straight back to bed. Woke up this morning with all the panic happening and the news and everything. And the thing about, if this happened and the volcanic eruption hadn't happened, there'll be no panic here in Eua. I mean, here in Tonga. Because the tremors like that do usually happen now and again. But because of the tsunami beforehand has happened, and the Hunga volcanic has happened before, everyone panics over in Tonga, especially in Tonga, in the main island, because it's all flat, right? So everyone has to move from the beach areas or from the areas closest to the water and move inland. And when you move inland, it doesn't get that much higher. In certain parts in Tonga, a wave can go from one side of the island to the other if a big tsunami comes along. And it's scary over there. It's pretty scary. So when this happens, everyone now runs, and everyone comes into the middle of the island, or the highest part of the islands, in the 2 stories or 3 stories or whatever, and those certain houses or churches that are the strongest, all that kind of stuff, that are built the strongest. And yeah, it's a bit freaky for them. We're lucky to be in Eua, not so much. Everyone's already away from the sea areas, because when that tidal wave came through, it took out all the people along where the water is. So they've relocated those people up to other higher areas. They've just swapped those lands. And now that those lands are down there are the government land, and they've been given other land higher above. And that's great for Eua, but down in Tonga, not so much. Tsunami comes, it's going to wipe a lot of Tonga out, especially if it's a decent tsunami. So yeah, that's where Tongans have to be aware, especially like Hapai. Vava'u's not too bad because they're elevated a little bit higher. New on that, they're a lot higher as well. New for all new Tapu. But volcanic eruptions around there, many years ago. That's why we have newer people here today on Airways, because Niue had a volcanic eruption there, and they had to move off the island. They relocated over here to Eua. In time, a few newer people went back, and now they live there today. So yeah, I think that's mainly the Tongan people being scared is because of the Hunga volcanic eruption. If it wasn't that, and the last tsunami that had happened, it wasn't that, they wouldn't be as scared, they wouldn't be as frightened. And because of the new generation, right? The older generation sort of knows what's happening. They've been through a lot. They know sort of kind of what could happen, where to go to, and that. But the younger generation, they've never experienced these kind of things before. Where our parents and our grandparents, especially our grandparents, they experienced a lot of these kind of natural disasters. Where we hear the stories where they've had tsunamis, where they've had earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, especially in our grandparents' time. With my grandparent, there had been volcanic eruption from Niue. They've had tsunamis, they've had earthquakes, all in his lifetime. My dad's lifetime, not so much, but he wasn't here, or didn't grow up here. But still, the stories are still there, and their parents are still know exactly what to say to them and know what to do, right? At that lifetime when my dad was growing up. But now there's 2 generations down, and my lifetime, and these days, to be honest, this generation's a lot weaker. In saying that, more dramatized. There's more drama these days, and the social media doesn't help. Because when I woke up and I saw the social media, a lot of the social media was bringing clips from overseas, from other areas where they've had earthquakes, and they're bringing clips from all over the world and putting it into a Tonga earthquake. And I was like, what? This is not Tonga. This is somewhere else, in Asia or wherever. But yeah, to be honest, it is a little bit scary when you're in it. I guess for people not with my mindset, they're probably a lot more scared with these kind of situations where they panic a bit and all this kind of stuff, and where they're running, oh no. But crazy where people was traffic jam in Tonga, all that kind of stuff, and we shouldn't be panicking, to be honest. Shouldn't be panicking. Just know what to do. Just get to where you need to go to. Stay safe. Don't worry about everything else, and just just ring up family members. Where are you? Blah blah blah. Especially 1 in the morning, I guess, where everyone's asleep, and you want to make sure all your friends and family are away from the areas where the water could get to, or where the waves could get to. I guess that you need to ring them, make sure everyone's safe. And there's people from overseas asking me, are you okay? There's Bruce from New Zealand. I'll say his name. He's been a great help with what we're doing over here. And he messaged me this morning and goes, you guys okay? That's amazing how people, not even a family member, they message and go, you guys okay? My family probably already know that we're okay because we're on a high elevated area. And but the people that don't know, that are overseas, they don't know. And so there's 2, there's Hopate that messaged me, and messaged if his family's okay, and I said, man, everyone in there was okay. I'll drive past his parents' house later on after this video and just see if they're okay. But everyone here is pretty good, especially in Eua. This is one island that no one really freaks out here. Like, I was here during the cyclone, Cyclone Gita, right? Category 5. And man, houses were blown away, roofs torn down. Like, whole families got nothing left. What are they doing? They're laughing, riding around on a vehicle, looking at other places, and they're just having a ball. No one's here in tears when that kind of stuff happens. It's crazy. Islanders over here have got such a positive spirit that's nothing to them, like the material things. Overseas, if you lost your house, the parents are crying out in the front, like in fires overseas and all that kind of stuff. We've got nowhere to live, blah blah blah, this and that. I don't know how we're going to do it. You know, they're panicking, crying on social media. Over here, it's nothing like that. I drove down here after the cyclone. I got to cut my way through, get trees out of the way to get to town. And everyone's having a ball in the rain, just standing around watching, oh, what happened, blah, 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 looking at everyone else's. And they know they'll just fix everything up the next day, or work on certain things, or they'll go into another family's house to stay with them until they are able to fix their problem. And after that, like, Mango are still haven't got they've just about got their houses built, but they had to relocate their whole island over to here to Eua. And how many years is that without having a house? They've been located into families. There's a few little places they've been going, government gave them to go into for now until they build their houses over here. But it's been years. They are sad about it, you know, they're worried about it, but man, Tongans thrive when it gets tough. When it gets tough, Tongans thrive because they have to do something. And when they're put in that situation, yeah, it's not hard for them to be able to make things happen. I wish it was the case all their life to be able to have that drive, because if they had that drive, they'd be a lot better off. But when Tongans are comfortable, they're comfortable. They don't have that drive to just keep on going, eh? So they're comfortable, chill. That's how they are. It's island life over here, right? And yeah. So just with the tsunami, everyone, just family, friends, everyone on the internet, YouTube. Yep, everything's safe over here. We're safe. Everything's all good. As you can see, wife was a little bit scared last night, but that's about it. And then the tsunami warning is all cancelled, so we're clear there. But you know what? I'll stay away from the sea for the next 2 days. Guaranteed I won't go to the sea for the next 2 days. Just in case, you know. I just make sure. And then during the week I'll see if it's getting a bit bad down there with waves and whatnot, like the after effects. There could be a couple of ripples here and there. You just don't know. And yeah, so I won't be doing any diving, probably not this week at all. But if the weather is really, really good, yeah, of course I will. But depending on what we have to do, because we've got a lot of lawns to mow, yeah, and all that kind of stuff. We've got a lot of work to keep on going here, and it's just, the weather has just come beautiful today. But we'll see if we can get some work done today after I go to town and come back. But yeah. Alright guys, so that's it with the tsunami warning. The earthquake, 7.1. 7.1. And what they say, it was 25 kilometers deep down. It was, I don't know how many kilometers offshore from Tonga. But luckily it wasn't on land. So if it was on land, a lot different. We'll probably have buildings collapsing, but it wasn't the case. It was a lot more offshore. So we were pretty good that way. Alright guys, these guys over there, keep safe, God bless, take it easy, bye for now, love yous all.